what's up guys? My name is Ray Brizzy. I'm with Luma Product Photography and Video, and today I'm just going to show you guys how to do that shot that I just showed you. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so today we're actually going to shoot in the bedroom, so I'm going to make sure I clear out this stuff. But aside from that, I want to make sure that I also create content. So I'm going to go get my phone ready and just make sure that you set up your phone for all BTS kind of stuff. So comes in handy in the future. And just a little bit of space. Let's move it up here. So one VL 150 here, which is going to be our key light. Now I'm going to just grab the cords. Alright guys, so this right here is a shot. I like having the monitor just to make sure that everything is looking good. Want to make sure that green is really solid so that when we try to key it out, it'll come out really easy. These are the camera settings. I put it to f4 mostly just so that I can balance out the white, because the white is easy to get blown out. So it just made it a lot easier. I put this product on top of that one because when I'm going to essentially cut it off in Premiere so that it's floating by itself, it'll just be a lot easier than just using this cube that I had earlier. And again, key light, and then my background light, and that's pretty much it. My pro tip honestly is that you guys kind of edit as you go if this is your first time doing this kind of shot. Another problem that you guys might run into is that depending on the product you're shooting, so I'm shooting an all white product with yellow letters. If I was gonna do like a green screen, I wouldn't want to use yellow for sure, so a normal green screen or even blue. But sometimes you might run into issues depending on the product. So if the product is blue or green, you want to use a different type of background. So sometimes I've used red, other times I've used purple. And so you just kind of want to try that and then edit it, and before you tear it down or anything, because you don't want to shoot it, tear it down, edit, and then have to reset up again. It's really, really annoying. So I'm actually about to go do that because, again, even though I've done these kinds of shots before, I just don't like doing the extra work if I need to do it again. And if I can stop myself from doing it, then I'm gonna do that. But yeah, the next part is just gonna be the editing aspect of it, and I'm just gonna show you guys how to do it. Alright guys, so right now we're on Adobe Premiere, and what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna end up grabbing Ultra Key. So I'm gonna drag it, and you're gonna drag it onto the clip that you're gonna key out. And then since I already did it, I'm just gonna turn mine on. The best way to grab the right colors by using the key dropper, or the eyedropper, my bad. And then you're just gonna key out the color once you pick the color. And then you can kind of mess around with like the transparency, the shadows, the tolerance or pedestal, or the choke and the soften to kind of what you like. The other thing that you are still gonna run into is that bottle in the bottom. So you're gonna go ahead and just be able to mask that, and then you can just draw in your mask. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can kind of see kind of what I did. So I'm gonna go down. I ended up just drawing mine in and then just kind of like moving it around, and then also just kind of like adjusting like the expansion of it and whatnot. But once you end up doing that on your first sequence, so I'm gonna just go ahead and turn it off. I'm gonna go back to fit. Perfect. So you're gonna go into your second sequence, and right here in this one is actually the clip from the previous one. Now you may be asking, why did I do this? Well, for sometimes some of the 10-bit files are a little bit bigger, and when I'm editing or I'm trying to do a bunch of like After Effects or motion animation stuff, it's best just to reduce the clip in terms of like less processing for in Premiere. So I ended up just putting this color matte on top of it, and then I exported it. And this is essentially the exported version. So here guys are gonna see the key. And then after that, you can kind of end up putting a background or doing whatever you want essentially with the video. So let me go and show you guys essentially what I did for this video. Sorry, some of the stuff may be kind of loud, so let me mute everything so you guys can kind of hear it. Perfect. So I muted everything, and you may be seeing some of these things right here. These are just sequences that I made in After Effects, but most of it is just for the text And this is the background that I ended up using, and I just grabbed it from YouTube. But I kind of wanted to just have copy about it, and I wanted the copy to kind of come in. And again, for some marketing aspects, like you got to figure out who you're targeting and stuff like that. So their product is helping people that after they go to the beach, they want to restore their like hair because the salt kind of like messes up their hair and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I wanted to go for with the copy. And then that's the name of the product. And then you are just making different titles with different weights of the font and stuff. So some of it is thin, some of it is a little bit bolder. You just kind of want to play around with that. And then I also added these sleeves in here, which I just cut out in Photoshop. And then I also added this like sun rays in here, so you guys can kind of see how the sun rays add a little bit to the video. And then I just kind of have the bottle spinning on the side, and then since it's kind of like the back of the bottle, I kind of want people to kind of focus on some of the text, so they're going to be reading the text, and then by the time they finish, the video is just going to end. Once I did all of that, I had this the background just kind of zooming in a little bit slowly, and then the bottle comes to a full stop there, and that's pretty much it, guys. It's not super difficult. Your first time, it's gonna take a couple of tries maybe, but the most important part out of all of this that makes editing a lot easier is separating the background from the product. The more separation you have in between those, the less green that's gonna spill over into the product. And honestly, that's the hardest part, because you just end up having to do a bunch of things. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully it helps you guys out. I'm Ray Brizzy with Luma Product Photography and Video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace.